Have you ever looked at someone smiling and something inside you whispered, that smile doesn't reach their eyes? Or maybe it's you. Maybe you're the one who smiles at everyone, the office, the family, the friends. But behind that smile, your heart feels heavy. You laugh at jokes, you say, I'm fine. You act strong, but deep inside, something is hurting quietly. Fake smiles are one of the most common emotional masks in the world. And today, we're going to talk about the hidden pain that lives behind them. Not in a depressing way, but in a way that finally makes you feel understood. Let's start with the first truth. People fake smiles because they don't want to burden anyone. You know that moment when someone asks, "How are you?" and your soul is like, "I'm suffering," but your mouth says, "I'm good," with a smile that deserves an Oscar. It's not because you're lying. It's because you don't want others to carry your emotional weight. Some people have spent their entire lives being the strong one, the supportive one, the responsible one. So even when they're hurting, they smile to protect others, not because they're fake, but because they're kind. Another hidden reason, they're afraid no one will understand. Sometimes explaining your pain feels harder than enduring it. How do you describe that tightness in your chest, that feeling of emptiness, that sense that something is wrong even though everything looks fine? So instead of talking about it, people smile because silence feels safer than being misunderstood. Here's a deeper one. Fake smiles are emotional armor. Life teaches many people that vulnerability can be dangerous. Maybe someone hurt them when they opened up. Maybe they were judged. Maybe they were told to stop being dramatic. So now, the smile becomes a shield. It hides pain. It hides fear. It hides vulnerability. The smile says, "I'm okay," because saying "I'm hurting" feels too risky. Let's talk about a more relatable one. They don't want to be asked questions. Sometimes you just don't have the energy to explain why you're sad. You don't want sympathy, you don't want advice, you don't want a therapy session. You just want to survive the day. So you smile. A simple smile is easier than a long conversation. Another reason, people use fake smiles to stay functional. Sometimes life doesn't stop for your emotions. You have responsibilities, deadlines, exams, family duties. So you put on a smile like makeup, not to deceive people, but to hold yourself together. The smile becomes a temporary band-aid. Here's something surprising. Some people fake smiles because they don't want others to worry. You know when you're struggling, but your parents or friends are already stressed, so you pretend you're doing fine. You smile because you love them, not because you're okay. You smile because you don't want them to feel your pain. This is one of the most silent and compassionate types of suffering. And here's another hidden layer. Some people fake smiles because they're used to being ignored. They've learned that when they express pain, people don't take it seriously, or they change the topic, or they make it about themselves. So eventually, they stop showing pain at all. They smile because that's the only emotion the world accepts from them. Now, let's talk about something deep. Fake smiles hide emotional exhaustion. When someone is tired mentally, not physically, but emotionally, their smile becomes empty. It's not sadness, it's not depression, it's just numbness. They smile because real emotions feel too heavy. But here's the twist. People who fake smile the most are often the ones who love the deepest. They are the ones who comfort others, the ones who listen, the ones who make others laugh, the ones who lift up everyone around them. They hide their pain so well that no one realizes they also need help. These are the strong friends, the silent fighters, the people who carry storms behind sunshine. So, what can we learn from all this? A fake smile doesn't mean a fake person. It doesn't mean someone is hiding something intentionally. It doesn't mean they're being dramatic or mysterious. It means they're human. It means they're hurting quietly. It means they're trying. Sometimes the happiest looking person is the one carrying the heaviest invisible burden. Sometimes the one who jokes the most is the one who cries alone at night. And sometimes the person who always smiles is the one who needs the biggest hug. So the next time you see a smile, your own or someone else's, pause for a moment. Look beyond it, because sometimes behind that simple smile, there's a whole story, a whole struggle, a whole heart begging to be understood, but too scared to show it.